2017. Let me read some of your messages in the chat. Coming up in 15 minutes, we're going to talk to my man Keith Holt from Ring Time Pro Wrestling to talk about Wrastlemania 33 that occurred this past weekend, so stay tuned for that. But let me read some of these messages in the chat. From Thorny Switch, she says, Fripp Island is nice. Should be Ferret Island. It should be. Should be. Like, they run wild around there. Ferrets. It's either ferrets or mink, and I think they like first cousins or something like that, so the same damn thing. But, yeah, they all over, man. They all over Fripp Island. Very, very plentiful. From Big L X Squad, says, rough buff, I do have feet, sir, so hate me if you like. I don't know what he's talking about. From J Fish, microwave, did Doug say National Sour Diesel Day? No, Sourdough Day. Bread, I guess. And let me grab a call. Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart, a dude. John Fisher in the building, baby.
John Fisher in the building. What up, baby?
What's going on, Doug? I got a tough one on my mind, man. I don't want to give it a Buster Award because it's revolving injury. But, man, Derrick Rose's career is over, man. He tore his meniscus again, dude.
Yeah. He's been snake bit, man, ever since he won the MVP award. He just hasn't been the same. And you know what? You probably remember this, man. I've said it many, many times. I think even before he started with the knee injuries, man, him and Russell Westbrook, man, they put so much torque on their knees, how high they jump, how athletic they are. And it's caught up to Derrick Rose, man. I hope Russell Westbrook, I don't think that he can continue to play at this level, for many years because he's just so athletic and so physical and so dominating when they go to the basket, man. I foresee him probably slowing down a lot, even next year.
He may have to.
Yeah.
Well, see, Russell, I could say so far he's got lucky with the injury bug because, remember, he had that the knee injury when Patrick Beverly ran up underneath him.
Right.
And then it took him like a year and a half to get straight. But ever since he came back, he's been fine, man. Derrick Rose seems like it's either a minutes restriction or, okay, Derrick Rose has played 20-something games. It's time for him to get another injury. And I just think he's going to be a free agent after this year, man. Nobody's going to pick him up. Missing games in the middle of the season. Nobody can find you. Now you just, I'll say this. I won't give him a Buster Award. I'll just say, can't get right, boss.
Yeah, can't get right, boss. Yeah, what else you got?
And that's pretty much. Oh yeah, I want to give a ball award though to Dawn Staley, man. I couldn't think of a woman's coach right now who deserves it more. She went, like you said, she went to the Final Four 3 times as a player, was a great player. In the Olympics for the USA. She beat down Martin and Tommy and them on Martin that one time, Alicia Leslie and them. So
right, I forgot about that.
Somebody who deserves it more, yeah, man.
I forgot about that.
Ball award to her, the South Carolina Gamecocks, man. I'm gone, bro.
Hey, that's what's up. That's my man John Fisher, Patty Cake Microwave, has his own show on Stewart Media and Entertainment. Yeah. As a matter of fact, we'll hear John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave show on tomorrow. So tomorrow he's following my man Jeff Fox from South Florida, from Miami. So tomorrow we have Jeff Fox at 1 p.m., John Fisher the Microwave at 2 p.m. To 5 p.m., and then tomorrow night we've got the governor of sports talk in Minnesota, Vince Wright, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Stewart Media and Entertainment. Wednesday, John Fisher, as well as my man Jelani on the network as well for the Wait a Minute show. And then Thursday night, the Kicking It with Kesey show from 8 to 10 p.m. And we'll do it all again starting on Monday, man. So a lot of live programming. Shouts out to my man John Fisher, Microwave, Cooking with the Microwave, who will be back on SME tomorrow, once again, at 1 p.m. Eastern, immediately following my show. Yes, sir. From Clay Davis in the chat room on Spreaker.com. He says Emmitt Smith married Martin Lawrence's ex-wife. Okay, that sounds right. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. They went back and forth. So Eddie Murphy and Michael Strahan, they got the same old lady. Like for me, it's hard to understand all of the beautiful women that these cats are, in the midst of, because of their celebrity, because they got money. Maybe they have some rap too as well. But if you're a professional, well-known athlete, you on Good Morning America every day, and you Michael Strahan, like why would you even go there with Eddie Murphy old lady? Like really, you could go somewhere else. You got to go to Eddie Murphy ex old lady? I mean, really? You Emmett Smith. Really? Why you want to go and mess with Martin old ex? You Emmett Smith. You in the state of Texas, you like a god in Texas and Dallas? Like why would you want to mess with that man's ex-wife? It was always kind of strange to me, man. From Kesey, he says tornado warning in South Fulton. So far, praise his holy name. We haven't had any issue with the signal to the show. We are doing the show on the interweb, and so when there's bad weather, man, it affects our connectivity. But praise his holy name. Hopefully, I'm not speaking too soon. We haven't had any issues today, and hopefully, we won't have any other issues today as well. With my man Kesey coming up, or not Kesey, I'm sorry, the number one chief rocker, Vern from Jersey, Jeff Fox. And later on this afternoon, the Underground Railroad Show, okay? From Big L, RC, how is Dollars doing? Any word from Dollars, hoping all is well with him. What happened to Dollars of Sense? So Dollars of Sense, if you're listening online, Dollars of Sense is one of the Stewies, one of the chatters. He does a show as well on the network with my man Vince Wright. And so evidently he's had some type of medical procedure. So praying for my man Dollars and Cents right here on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Angry black man, quit hating on Emmett and Strahan wanting to get a bit of honey. Right. From Big L XY, you seen the Eddie Murphy ex? Fine as hell, has some. She is fine as hell, even though I always, whenever I bring up Eddie Murphy's old ex-wife, my wife swears up and down she's a dude. Right. And she's not the only one. There's this, for some reason, man, they say her features are so strong. You know, she got them real hard-looking cheekbones or whatever. I think she used to be a model. Man, but, you know, her cheekbones and kind of got a real hard line to them. And my wife swears up and down that Eddie Murphy's ex-wife is a dude. From T-Dub, Martin's ex-wife, now Emmett Smith's wife. Her mom is my son's great aunt on his mother's side. She lives right here in Hampton off Big Bethel Road. Wow. Interesting. 6 degrees of separation. From Kaza, everybody's somebody ex unless 12. I don't understand that. From Corporate Brother, please, if I had money like them, I'd take Eddie's old advice. Get me BB with no pockets. That's funny. Right. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, how could your paths cross to that degree? Now, listen, I'm not saying Eddie Murphy's old lady and Martin's ex-wife ain't super, super fine. But you know how many super, super fine people there are in this country? In every city, in every state? Like, how could that happen? I guess it happens. It doesn't happen all the time. Those are just very glaring examples of it, I guess. From Sluggo X Squad, arguing around with passed over chicks. I don't want to say that they're passed over because that's very negative sounding. But, yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Right. From Choochie Girl from Lethal Weapon. Exactly, Tiffany. Dudes can't have babies no matter what the sugar. So I guess he's talking about Eddie Murphy's wife and how she's got kids. From 334, Kick Rocks, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, we're going to talk about that Deshaun Watson story here in a second, man. Almost sound like a modern-day lynching. We'll talk about that. From 334, Kick Rocks, Deshaun Watson. If that's a dude, kudos to our plastic surgeon being able to make a dude have a bunch of youngins. Right. From Tiffany Sports and Heels, I'm super, super fine. Laughing my ass off. Love myself. Yeah, I can co-sign on that from the pictures I've seen, Tiffany. You can get it. You can get it. Yeah. You look like you can get it. Definitely look like you can get it. From KC, once you get in the circle, it's easy to go on to the next. Huh. Okay. From Mo Cheeks, Doug, it's the Illuminati fact. You must keep the hidden secret amongst the elite so they marry each other's exes. The Illuminati. Al the Bandit, it's not Strahan and Emmett going looking for their exes. The exes are out after them. They are searching for that famous money. That's probably a good point. Right. That's probably a better way to look at it. You're exactly right, Al the Bandit. Because once you've been married to Eddie Murphy, or you've been married to Emmitt Smith, it's hard to downgrade and marry Lester from down the street. Right. Yeah. Right. And maybe nothing wrong with Lester. You know, Lester might be a hard-working man when he go to the post office every day. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you've done the things and been to places and afforded the opportunities and being married to Eddie Murphy, okay, and Emmitt Smith, it's hard to get with my man Lucius, you know, from your hometown. It's hard. I get that. So that's a very good point. I like that. That's a very good point. And you know how chicks are. You know how chicks are, and I shouldn't even say chicks. You know how people are in general. You know, a lot of times, man, when you're in the same circle and you hang out with people, you know, I've had a couple of grindy dudes that I've known, man, and been checking on my old lady from afar. Just waiting for my ass to mess up. I'm not talking about my wife. I'm talking about, like, girlfriends in the past. Like, you've been in that situation before, fellas, where dudes that may not be your best friend, but he cool with you. He's trying to make eye contact with your lady. You catch him making eye contact with your lady in an improper way. And then when you're done with her, you know, magically a couple of weeks, couple of months later, y'all see them hanging out together and shit. He been plotting on me forever. Right. So what happens is, I'm sure Eddie Murphy and Michael Strahan may have been to a party together, you know, and Michael Strahan looked at Eddie Murphy's old lady and was like, man, if Eddie ever let her go, I'm going to run up on her. I'm going to try that. Yep. Happens all the time. Guarantee you they've been to a party together, some event together, years earlier before they got divorced. Michael Strahan was checking that man's wife out, and he made a vow that if she ever became available, he was going to push up. And the way the rap went after the fact was, you remember we went to that party a couple of years ago, and I saw you looked at me with a certain eye. Didn't you look at me with a certain eye? And the rest is history. Yep. Tiffany Sports and Heels. Wonder how many of my husband's friends waiting in the cut for me. A lot of them. That's how niggas do it. Right. There's probably a lot of them. Tiffany know what I'm talking about. Tiffany done been to the little party with her friends, with her husband, with her friends, and some, you know, and some scandalous dude that's supposed to be her husband friend done gave her like that eye. I know I go down. That's how niggas do it. Hey, back in 2 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show.